Your CV is your first digital impression of you, and this is the first document a recruiter would see before making a decision whether to invite you for an interview or to reject your application. So, you need to have a good CV. Good CV will showcase your relevant skills and experiences. A good CV would make a first good impression of you, and a good CV will make you stand out from the rest of other candidates. So, how can you create a compelling CV? If you're new here, my name is Aklabi Idris. I share tips about career hacks, about how you can get remote jobs, and I am also navigating product management. So you would definitely be seeing some videos on product management. So let's just dive in. This is going to be very freestyle, and I don't have anything structured. I will just pick it the way they're actually coming to me. So I think the first thing I should talk about would be the applicant tracking system, because this is one of the major reasons why a lot of people are not getting invite for jobs. Now, an applicant tracking system is a tool used by hiring manager to filter out candidates. It's like a gate man that filter out candidates for the recruiters to actually see. It helps them manage every candidate that applied for any role they put out there. So how does it work? It's very, very simple. They set some requirements on the applicant tracking system, like the skills they need, the years of experience they need, the industry candidates have worked, and these things populate every CV that comes in. So, and that is why you need to have the first thing you need to have is a CV that is 8 years compliant. Because if your CV is not 8 years compliant, then no matter how good, no matter what information you have on your CV, it doesn't populate. The recruiter doesn't even really see it. So you need to create a compliant, 8 years compliant CV. And how do you create it? Is by thinking the way the recruiter thinks. So when a recruiter is setting up the 8 years, they have skills requirements. It is also on the JD, you understand? They have um, relevant, like the experience, they have like maybe educational background and all these things, location. These are like so many factors that a recruiter puts on the 8 years to help them screen out candidates. Now, if you think the way a recruiter is thinking, that you know you need to make a deeper research in uh, creating your JD. So this is one simple hack that I do if I want to create a CV for someone. So number one thing is whatever career the person want to go into. Let's say the person want to go into product management, like I am aiming to go into. So one thing I would do is I would go to LinkedIn, look for over 20 JDs on LinkedIn. Of those JD, I would analyze the skill requirements. So we're looking at the soft skills, we're looking at the hard skills. I'll analyze the certification requirements. I'll analyze the day to day of that particular job. Now, those are like the sections you usually have in the JD, and that is what I will use in populating my own CV. Now, you need to understand that a CV has like different sections in it, and I'll just quickly run through those sections so you can use that in updating your own CV too. Like I said, this is going to be freestyle, so just take it the way it's coming. So, the number one thing you would see on your CV, on the standard CV, is the bio information. Now, for the bio, more like a contact information, you should provide your contact information, which is your name, your phone number, your email address, and your LinkedIn page. That is the only thing you should have on your contact side of your CV. Nothing more, just that alone. Now, after that, you have the professional summary. This is like a 4 to 5 line sentence uh, on your CV that talks about what you've done in the past, the achievements you've had in the past, what you're doing currently, and what you want to do in the future. That is what the professional summary is. Just a short bio about you in person. A summary of whatever thing you have on your CV should be in the professional summary. Now, the next thing you should make the recruiter see is the kind of skills you have. One thing that I do on my own CV, I have like a cap of like 10 skills on my CV. So once you analyze those 20 jobs, you'll be able to like figure out the kind of skills they require for a product management, the kind of hard skill they require, the kind of soft skill they require. or a product manager. So, and that is what you want to populate on your CV. Now, after that, you have the work experience. So you want to list your work experience in a chronological order, like from what you've done in the past to what you're currently doing right now. So, and you want to keep it very, very concise. Use bullet points for so that the recruiters can see the points you're trying to address, and use numbers also in it. Make sure you're including the keywords you find in all those 20 jobs, and but don't over spam it. Now, after that, you have the education section where you talk about like whatever education you have. Then another after that, you have like certifications, the kind of certifications you have, or like places you volunteered in the past, and that is what you have in your CV. Very, very simple. Just that. Analyze 20 JDs and use it to populate your CV. And that is how you have a good CV. Now, there's some things you need to avoid when creating a good CV. Number one is there are a lot of common templates out there today, a lot of CV websites out there that everybody's using, and everybody's generating the same data set on their CV, and everybody's applying for the same jobs. So this is one of those reasons why you're not getting job. I'm not. Then we also have another set of people that uses AI, just garbage in, garbage out, without even doing any update on whatever thing AI provided them with. You need to update it and make it unique to you alone, and that is how you can stand out from the rest of the crowd. So so you need to like make sure you're not using generic templates that are out there. Don't just copy anything on the internet and put on your CV, because you have like 10, 100, 1,000 people with the same information as you do. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to avoid typographical errors and grammatical errors. So you try as much as possible to avoid that. You have attention to details on your CV, but you're having typos, you're having grammatical errors on your CV. It doesn't match with each other. Then remove unnecessary personal information. I've seen CVs where they put that they are married, local government, gender, age. You don't need you don't need all this information in your CV. Just remove every unnecessary information from your CV. Then another thing you need to really consider is the length of your CV. If you are just starting out your career, you just need just one page of CV. If you have more than 2 to 3 years experience, from 2 to like 5 years experience, you can do 2 pages of CV maximum. So, and anything above that, you can do 30 pages. So make it, keep it concise. And last but not least is remove any irrelevant roles that you have on your CV. Whatever things you've done in the past that doesn't align with what you're applying for, or what you're creating the CV for, or what career path you're looking at right now, remove everything. For instance, I worked as a teacher, I worked as an admin, but now I'm doing HR. So I don't put teacher on my CV again. I just put admin person on my CV. And that is how you can create a company CV, basically. So I said this is gonna be freestyle, and I just want to share this. So make sure you like the post and comment on the post, so a lot of people can also benefit from this. I will catch up with you guys later.